Welcome back. It's the Kovacs Report, and I'm excited because we are getting closer and closer to New Comic Book Day. But what I'm excited about most is the Amazing Spider-Man Torn #1 from returning legend J. Michael Straczynski. So what we're going to do today is we're going to take a look at the preview pages. We've got 5 fully finished pages to get an idea of what to expect. And we're going to talk about JMS a little bit and his run on the Amazing Spider-Man. Now, there will be spoilers, so please be aware. And if you can, like the video and hit subscribe too. Now, J. Michael Straczynski's tenure on The Amazing Spider-Man from 2001 to 2007 stands as one of the most polarizing eras in the character's 60-plus year history, and it blended introspective character drama with high-concept superheroics very, very well. Paired initially with artist John Romita Jr., JMS aimed to portray an adult Peter Parker navigating marriage, career shifts, and cosmic threats, all while grappling with the weight of great power and great responsibility. The run revitalised Spider-Man for a post-9/11 world, emphasising emotional resilience amid personal and global turmoil. Yet, what began as a fan favourite renaissance devolved into editorial clashes, leaving a legacy as beloved as it is begrudged. Now, there were highs. Straczynski's early arcs are frequently hailed as a masterclass in Spider-Man storytelling, transforming Peter from a perpetual underdog into a multifaceted everyman whose maturity resonated deeply. Fans praised the run's focus on relatable adult struggles, balancing heroism with relationships, teaching inner-city kids, and confronting loss, making it feel like a natural evolution rather than what we've got now, which is gimmick after gimmick after gimmick. Some notable runs were Coming Home, Happy Birthday, Back in Black. These were great arcs, not to mention some single standout issues. For example, issue 36, the 9/11 issue 38, The Conversation, and issue 45, Doomed Affairs. Now, I'm not going to go into them too much because, I don't want to spoil them if you've not read them, but I really do advise you go and pick them up and get a taste of what Spider-Man used to be. Now, these runs, especially the first half of Romita Jr., are credited with modernising Spider-Man for the 21st century, including Aunt May discovering his identity and the last substantial portrayal of the Parker marriage. The run's handling of real-world issues like bullying and poverty fits so much more true to life than what followed. And what followed were the lows, controversies that sparked outrage. Now, as the run progressed, editorial mandates from then-editor-in-chief Joe Quesada increasingly clashed with Straczynski's vision, leading to retcons and resets that fans deride as character assassination. The second half is often described as off the rails, with forgettable villains and forced mysticism diluting the grounded appeal. Straczynski himself has disavowed parts, citing editorial interference that undermined his intent for organic growth. Now, those runs, let's mention them since past. The other, and the big one More Day, which is universally considered the lowest of the low, as Peter strikes a deal with Mephisto to save Aunt May, annulling his marriage to MJ and raising years of growth, included a hinted daughter. Now, dubbed a middle finger to the fans, on the most hated storyline in Spider-Man history, it prioritised relatability over progression, and it sparked boycotts and lasting backlash. JMS actually quit mid-story, calling it a disaster, as the story was lambasted for undoing the run's mature themes. Marvel literally threw all of JMS's good work into the bin. Now, it is a complicated legacy, despite the controversies. However, JMS's run is often ranked among Spider-Man's best for its highs, with the omnibus editions flying off shelves as essential reading. It delivered an adult Peter Parker who felt authentic, teacher, husband, hero, proving comics could tackle heavy themes without losing heart. The reconciliation arcs, like Peter's bond with MJ, remain powerful storytelling touchstones. Yet, the editorial overreach in Sin Past and One More Day lingers as a cautionary tale, fueling debates on corporate meddling versus creator intent. Now, as Straczynski returns with The Amazing Spider-Man Torn, fans, including myself, hope for a return of the uncompromised brilliance of his early days, proving that even in controversy, his vision swung higher than most. Now, whether hailed as a masterpiece or marred by missteps, JMS's era reminds us why Spider-Man endures. In the tangle of triumphs and tragedies, Peter Parker always gets back up. So, this new mini-series, Torn, It's set during Peter Parker's freshman year at Empire State University, and it captures the golden hour of young adulthood, a time of boundless potential before the weight of tragedy fully descends. The narrative centers on Peter's core relationships, his budding romance with Mary Jane Watson, his loyal friendship with Harry Osborn, strained by Norman Osborn's looming influence, the magnetic presence of Gwen Stacy dating Harry but sparking tension with Peter, and even glimpses of Flash Thompson's evolving dynamic from antagonist to ally. At its heart, the story examines the internal conflicts of navigating love, loyalty, and identity as Peter grapples with the dual demands of college life and his secret life as Spider-Man. Now, the Dark Torn aptly reflects Peter's emotional turmoil, amplified by the introduction of Evangeline, a cunning new antagonist whose psychological manipulations twist Spider-Man and the reader's apparently brain. Evangeline draws from ancient spider totem lore with connections that subtly ripple into the broader Marvel universe, yet this series remains self-contained. Now, Straczynski emphasizes accessibility. Experienced comics should be fun. You shouldn't have to watch TV show A to understand movie B. And each 31-page issue weaves heartfelt drama, sharp humor, interpersonal intrigue, and dynamic action sequences, all without requiring prior knowledge. As Straczynski succinctly puts it, this is a story with heart, action, and fun. And really, what else is there? Well, that is a huge setup for this book. I really hope it does pay off. So let's take a look at this preview page. Now we have this credits page here, and instantly artist Pere Pérez is hitting those notes of classic JMS runs. Really, that art really reminds you of those early 2000s Spidey. I love it. The classic costume just shines on the page. It looks absolutely gorgeous. Okay, what do we got? We got Peter Parker here. He's a bit alarmed at some kind of radio broadcast. He's having his lunch in, I guess, the university cafeteria. He says, confirming that terrorists have seized hostages on the 24th floor of a high-rise commercial building. They've apparently mined the stairs and disabled the elevators to preclude any attempt at a rescue until their demands are met. So he says, crap. If nobody can get to the 24th floor to rescue the hostages, that leaves me. I may be their only chance of getting out of there, but there's no way I can web my way across the Hudson River. There's nothing to grab onto. Because of this situation, traffic is going to be backed up for miles. So that leaves, okay, looks like he's jumped on the subway. And this is a bit odd because, you know, if you're rushing to save some hostages' lives and time is of the essence, why would you stop for a hot dog and a drink? Anyway, moving on. The radio says, or rather the intercom of the subway says, thank you again for choosing the PATH train for your travel needs today. Our next stop will be, as that's interrupted by, I guess, the terrorists making their demands. It says, our leader, Leopold Iskevich, is to be released from prison in 1 hour, or we begin killing the hostages. Okay, now we're in there. The hostages are all on their knees. And one of these bad guys says, they understand the rules. They will deliver, or they pay the price. It is all one to me. It is all one to me. I don't get that. Anyway, they must learn that we are not to be ignored. We are a force. So he's going off on his diatribe as we see Spidey swinging towards them in the background. He says, Victor, we are a power. And then crash. Now look at this action. I tell you what, the action looks really cool, especially with that suit. Look at that suit. We don't need these gimmicky space suits or tentacled arm suits. Look at the classics. They never go out of fashion. It looks cool as hell. All right, so he's absolutely taking this guy down, webbing up the other guns, whipping them away. This is classic Spidey action, so the action is really good. And then the classic little spinning them two together, clonking their heads. Okay, well, the action's good, and it continues. So he smacks one, there's one running away, he takes the other one down and whips the other one back to him. Okay, so this terrorist says the papers say you're always making jokes when you fight. Why so silent? Fighting your fear? And Spider-Man says, and it's getting tough here, he says, these people are going to be suffering for years because of what you did to them for your stupid cause. I don't want them to suffer even a second longer than necessary. You want to talk about facing fear? Let me show you what that looks like. Okay, well, sounds like we got a more badass Spidey here, so that's a definite positive. And here we have it. As he swings away, he's webbed them all up, high up. And he says, the webbing lasts about 1 hour. It should take less than that for the police to get the elevators working again. But I suppose that depends on how much damage they did. Isn't life funny sometimes? Okay, so this bit confuses me slightly because Spidey wouldn't leave them, you know, leave them to die. So I'm not sure where we're going with that. I guess it's just implied and he knows the police are coming and they'll be fine. But anyway, where do we go? We go to look what looks like a beach scene. And we have, did you really call it the beach thingy? It's not a party. It's not a barbecue. There are hot dogs. A technicality, Harry. It's not beach blanket bingo. I'll take obscure movie references for 50, Alex. So that leaves thingy. And that's what we got. And then we got the Adam Hughes cover, which looks really, really cool. I'm not in for the humor. The humor isn't landing with me. Seems really, I don't know, tripe. Is that the word? I never get that the right word right for this. It just seems a bit meh. I don't know, but the action looks good and the art looks good, and the idea of going back to his college days does excite me, because what we've got right now is just diabolical, absolutely diabolical. What we've got now in the other books, but except Ultimate Spider-Man, which is amazing. But this looks good. I will admit, it looks good. The art is absolutely beautiful. The action scenes are electric. Just not convinced by the dialogue just yet, but it is early days. It's only a few pages, so I'm not going to make any judgment yet. I'm not going to jump the gun here. We need a good, amazing Spider-Man book on the market. All we've got right now, really, and its ending, is Ultimate Spider-Man. So, you know, JMS, my friend, you know, like Obi-Wan Kenobi says, or rather Princess Leia, you are our only hope at this point in time, because Jonathan Hickman's not coming back to Spider-Man as far as I know. So all rests on this. I hope this is good. I hope it takes off. And I hope it's everything we are all praying it's going to be. Anyway, those are my thoughts. Please do let me know yours. I'm going to let you guys get on with your week, and hopefully we'll see you Wednesday as the reviews roll in. Now, before that happens, I want to remind you again, please do like the video and definitely hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to build a honest opinion channel where you get just an average guy giving an honest opinion, unfiltered by all the other crap that's on the internet. And hopefully you'll like what I say. And if you don't, we can talk about it in the comments. That's what's beautiful about this platform and comics, is we get to have different opinions and talk about them. So like the video, hit subscribe. We'll see you soon, and read more comics.